What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video, and I'm super excited to film today because I actually got a part for the Evo. It's a very small part, but I think a lot of you guys are going to want to do it to your car. And I'm excited because, as you guys know, I usually don't work on my own cars, but today I'm going to work on my own car. So you got to smash the like button because I'm going to install a part on my own Evo. Here's what we're gonna do. This is an Evo 8 steering wheel. It's a leather. I mean, it's not too degraded. It's still in pretty good condition, but we're gonna go ahead and do a really nice steering wheel wrap. I've never done a steering wheel wrap before. I've never even stitched before, but it looks pretty simple. So we're gonna try to do it and see how it goes. All right, so I figure before we get started, I'll go ahead and show you guys everything that is in the kit. So I got this off of eBay. This one is the black in the red. It's like a very nice suede material. So it comes with everything you need besides like scissors and stuff like that to cut the excess thread. But here is, if I can get it out of the bag, this is the actual steering wheel wrap. So it's super high quality. This will sit at the top of the steering wheel so you know where the top of the steering wheel is. Now with this, I think I'll get a little bit better grip. It'll feel really nice in the hand and it'll match all my gauges and it'll look pretty good. So I'm really excited to get this installed. Super nice. This was like $44 on eBay. So a little pricey for what it is, but honestly, I mean, a pretty cheap car mod if you think about it. So it also comes with this little baggie. Now this tool right here, this is what you're gonna use to tuck the excess material into the corners of the steering wheel. So that's kind of nice that it comes with that. Also comes with a big roll of tape. Now what you're gonna do with this is the tape you can either put on the steering wheel or on the wrap itself to make sure it sticks really nice to the steering wheel. So there's lots of that. It also comes with 2 things of thread and it also comes with a needle. Now it came with this, probably gonna get roasted, but I have no clue what this little gold cap is for. I don't know what that's for, but maybe we'll find out what it's used for. And then you're also gonna need a lighter, and this didn't come in the kit, but I brought along a pair of scissors because I'm gonna have to cut the yarn or the thread, and yeah, so you'll also need a pair of scissors. And now it makes it super dummy proof, and it also comes with installation instructions so people like me can install it. Now I've watched a bunch of videos, a lot of people do it differently, but I think we're gonna be able to do this pretty easily, hopefully. Now that we have everything we need, let's go ahead and start installing the steering wheel wrap. So here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna take the steering wheel from this, to this. All right, so before starting the steering wheel wrap, you're gonna wanna remove this, this, and this. Now, there's a little thing on the back that looks like if you pry it, it should pop right off. I really hope I don't break these because I don't want to have to wait to order new ones. And you should use a screwdriver, but me being who I am, I don't have a screwdriver, but I have these really cool JDM looking knives. So I'm going to try to use this to pry these little things off. Hopefully I don't break them, so let's see how it goes. All right, boys, let's go. I got all 3. It took me a little bit longer, but I kind of figured it out. These have never been off before, and there is like a little, if you guys have an Evo 8 or an Evo 9 steering wheel, there is like a sticky thing you kind of have to rip off, but I don't think that's a big deal when they're going back on because these just kind of clip back together, and they just kind of hide the ugly part of the steering wheel. But we got all 3 of these off, so let's go. You guys can see 1, 2, 3 is removed, and now we can start placing the sticky tape on the steering wheel. All right, so we got 1 off, 2 off, and now we got 3 off. And now I'm gonna go ahead, I've seen people do it 2 different ways. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and tape up the entire steering wheel. That way it's easier to place the suede on there, and I think that should work. So obviously this little red part right there is gonna be right up here at the top. So let's go ahead, start taping this up, and then get this kind of mounted in place to see how it's gonna look. All right, so I got all of the sticky tape peeled off, and now it is time to place the actual steering wheel wrap on. I'm actually really nervous, but really excited. Looks like it's gonna be a nice tight fit, so that's always good. So here comes the part that I'm not very confident about and not sure if I'm gonna be able to do. So we're gonna start down here with this one right here. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna thread the needle through the back, and then you see the pre-existing stitches. We're just gonna go back through those. Now I'm just gonna do what I saw in the video, so let's hope it goes okay. All right, so here's what I did for the first strand. So you're gonna want a pretty long string. I'd say this is probably 3 feet, I'm not sure, but we're gonna go ahead and thread it through the needle. This is the part that I'm not very confident in at all because I've never stitched anything in my entire existence of being a human. See how this goes. We're gonna want to make sure it's even. All right, so I got it through, and now we're gonna go ahead and try and make a knot. Yeah, we did it, boys. Got ourselves a knot. Let's go. Hopefully that holds. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the excess thread off. It helps when you have sharp scissors too. All right, well, not the prettiest thing you've ever seen, but we're gonna make it work. So, the point of this is we're gonna go through the back of this, pull it all the way through till the knot hits. There we go. All right, boys, we're on to something. And then we just start weaving back and forth, I believe. Then we're gonna come over here. You go back through. All right, well, it's not very tight, but hopefully it gets tighter. Alright guys, so after lots of technical difficulties, we finally finished one side. It only took me like an hour and a half, so you could say things are going pretty well. So I ended up not using enough thread. You can probably see I overlapped a few. It's not perfect, but it's gonna work. I'm actually gonna go get a lighter for this spot right here. I'm gonna burn off all that excess, and then there's a little spot right there. I'm gonna burn off that excess because that's where I had to end one and make a knot and start the other. Really difficult for me, but if you're mechanically inclined, you'll probably be pretty good at this. But you guys can see I need to go burn that, burn this, and I gotta go take a pee break, and then we'll finish the rest of this. But I think it's gonna turn out sick. It feels really good in the hand. I am so excited to get it done. Well, I'm an idiot and killed my battery, so I had to jump start my car. Luckily, Dale had his nice SC300 here, so Dale, thank you for jump starting my car. But yeah, so I'm gonna let her idle, warm up, hopefully recharge the battery so I can listen to some tunes while I'm doing this steering wheel wrap, which is way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. But honestly, I mean, for not doing it ever, I'm pretty impressed with myself. I mean, it's not perfect, but hopefully I do better up here and then on this one as well. I'm gonna do this one next, and then I'll do this one after. All right, so pro tip for anybody that wants to do this at home, make sure you use enough thread. So if you think you have enough, double that up because you're probably gonna need more. So for this next piece, I'm gonna do probably triple what I did just in case I mess up. So for the top piece, that's probably gonna take me the longest time, but I think it'll be a little bit easier once I've done these bottom 2 sections, because I'll at least have a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and start on this second left side, and then hopefully this turns out a little bit better, because I mean, this isn't bad, but it's not good. But at least I'm doing it myself. You guys gotta give me props for at least trying to install something myself. So here's the needle, let's get started. All right, so if you guys can see this side, I started off way better than this side. I really don't know what I did different, but so far, so good. I'm really happy with how this side is starting, so I'm gonna keep on going up. Hopefully I cut this thread super long, so hopefully I won't have to like stop it halfway and then restart it, and hopefully it'll be way cleaner. Hopefully it looks a little bit better than that side, because that's not good, all right? All right, guys, I won't lie. I'm a little disappointed with this side, but look at this side. This looks like it's done by a professional. Like, no joke. Look at this. So sick. All right, let's get to the top, and then we'll be all finished. All right, guys, so I am almost finished. They said the install's 1 to 2 hours. I've been at this for about 4 hours now. So let that be known. If you guys are planning on doing this, make sure you allot enough time for it, because it is pretty time consuming. I know I'm not the most mechanically inclined, but I had so many issues throughout. Like, this string started bunching up every time I'd try to pull it through, and that was a little bit annoying. But overall, I think it's gonna turn out really, really nice. I'm super happy with the quality of the material. Everything so far is super nice. And once you're in the flow of things, it's pretty easy to do. You just kind of string it through, make sure nothing gets bunched up. This time I finally used enough string, so I didn't have to use multiple strands. And I think you guys will see this bottom part, but I think I'm gonna redo that. Alright guys, so I spent about 4 hours yesterday trying to get the steering wheel perfect, and if you guys can see, I kind of messed up this first little section right here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut through all of this and then go ahead and redo this side. This side is perfect, but if you see it from right here, it just doesn't look super even. So I'm gonna redo this part, and then the top came out really, really, really nice. So I'm super stoked with that. Really happy with this side, but this was my first section. I ran out of thread a couple times, so I think I'm just gonna cut through it and redo it. So let's go ahead, cut this off and redo it. All right, so I got it all undone and I moved this side over a little bit so it'll match up with this stitching just a little bit better. So let's go ahead and get this stitched up. You guys have already seen me do it, so I'm probably not gonna time lapse this, but I will show you guys the finished product and hopefully it looks way better than it did before. All right guys, about 5 hours later and we are all finished with the steering wheel. So I redid this side. Had a little mishap right there, but overall, I'm super, super happy with how it turned out. Honestly, spent about 5 hours in total, which is a very, very long time, but I'm super happy with the finished product. So you guys will have to let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you guys want to do this, I'd say set aside at least 3 to 4 hours, because it does take quite a while, but at least the red part matches up right in the middle. Stitching isn't great, but it's not terrible. I might have to redo this side in the future, but I'm completely out of materials. So super stoked with it. And now I'm gonna show you guys a little cinematic edit of it. Well guys, install is now complete. I'm super excited with how the wheel turned out. Honestly, for 40 bucks, the steering wheel feels completely different. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I need to figure out how to get these to tuck in so I can put the clips back on. But other than that, I'm super happy with how it turned out. If you guys want to do this on your own Evo, I will link the eBay link down in the description. It's like 42 bucks or something for it. Honestly, not a bad price at all for what you're getting. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think of the steering wheel. Let me know what you want to see next for the Evo. This is very cheap, pretty easy mod, but I've really wanted it for a long time, so I'm glad I finally did. And I will see you guys in the next video. I like everything about you.